3.2 miles, 5.148 kilometers, as there's Jose Alday in one of the many Cupra Leons that we have here on the field. So this particular variation of the Nurburgring Grand Prix circuit has been in use since 2002. It's hosted the German Grand Prix, the European Grand Prix, the World Superbike Championship, ADAC GT Masters and TCR Germany, as well as the DTM. So we're starting to get the first few times on the board. Rich Hayden in the Audi RS3 now is on provisional pole position with a 2 minute 14.7. Kobe Leekens in the Alfa Romeo Giulietta is in second, ahead of Dave Marshall, the current points leader, who's secured 5 out of the 6 race victories so far. There's Jose Alday, still in P12 at the minute. 2 minutes 11.555 was Jose's last lap time around. There's Toth Jones, Marshall, Zoske, Kletzer, Salminen, Johnson, Leekens, Tanner, Calvo, and Carroll. They're all separated by 1.931 seconds. We're into the last 6 minutes and 45 seconds of qualification. There's Alday. Circumnavigating the circuit here at the Nurburgring. And that is through Advan that he's just gone, and then through into the NGK chicane. So a hefty braking zone into the left, using as much curb as possible, out through the right, and then heading down to Coca-Cola. So just under 6 minutes remaining. Dave Marshall has just put in a personal best and has got to within 60 thousandths of a second off of Alex Toth Jones. So the Hyundai driver definitely looking to try and regain provisional pole position as Konstantin Kletzer comes into the path of Jose Alday, but has enough room to make it through, whilst Alday is on a hot lap. Kletzer will still be on cold tyres, but allows Alday through. It doesn't impede him. Zoska's in the pits, Johnson's in the pits, and they're both respectively 3rd and 6th in qualifying as things stand at the moment. Top 6 separated by 0.958 of a second, and that is from Alex Toth Jones in the Cupra to Sarah Johnson in the Volkswagen Golf Mark 7. Now going through into the Haughaken, the Haughook as it's called, through into the Mercedes Arena. There's Alday through the Schumacher S's, 15 seconds to go on the clock. So Max Coates will settle for the outside of row number 3. Jose Calvo will start on the inside of row number 6. Rich Hayden sets a personal best of a 2 minute 8.129, and that is it. Time is now at 0. Checkered flag is out for qualification for the final time in the Virtual Reality Racing Club Touring Car E-Series being held here at the Nurburgring Grand Prix circuit. So Toth Jones, I think, pretty much knows that he's got the 6 points in the bag. Let's see if Alday actually improves from P13 as he comes around through the Coca-Cola curve. Puts the throttle to the floor and then goes across the start-finish line. Goes P11 on his final flying lap. 2 minutes 7.553. 200ths behind Andy Carroll. We're about to get things underway for the penultimate race of the Virtual Reality Racing Club Touring Car E-Series here in the Nurburgring. And we're off and away, heading down into the Haughack for the very first time, as Toth Jones looking to get the run on Marshall. Marshall didn't get pole position this time around, but he's got the inside run on Toth Jones heading into the Haughaken for the first time. And Zoska looks to be there, Kletzer, Salminen, everyone's just getting... And this is a great scrap for 10th place. There's John Cole, and he's got Jose Calvo and Jose Alday just behind. And that's Alday going up the inside of Calvo, going into the first corner into the Haughack. But didn't have the opportunity there. Andy Carroll's run on the back bumper of this 4-car scrap for P10. just under 10.5 minutes remaining. Oh, that was very, very brave from Jose Calvo there, going through turn 4, trying to get the measure of John Cole, but couldn't get past. So it's one Hyundai, and the two cars of Calvo and Alde side by side, and that's allowed Carroll to get up the inside of Alde up into position number 12. But then Alde has said otherwise and said, well, I'm going to have P12 back, thank you very much. Max Coates, in the meantime, just looking at his pace in comparison with Tyson Zoska. Last lap around a 2 minute 7.1 for Max Coates, and it was a 2 minute 6.13 for Zoska, who's nearly a second lap quicker. As Calvo now closing up on the back bumper of Cole, as they go into left at 10. Oh, big lock up from Cole, and that allows Calvo to go up the inside, and nearly allowed Alde to go through too. Running order at the moment. Alex Toth-Jones leads ahead of Dave Marshall by just over a second, and Marshall has actually gone quicker by daylight between himself and Mikko Salminen, as this battle that is going on for what is P10. I think Andy Carroll's now got ahead of Calvo at the minute. No, that I stand corrected. My apologies there. That's P11. So he's ahead of John Cole in the Hyundai. Well, he was until Cole did a late break and went up the inside. He's run a bit wide. That's allowed Alde to go up the inside of Carroll through the Haughack into the Mercedes arena. Gone through turns 3 and 4. There's another lock up there from John Cole. He's really pushing it with the Hyundai. So into the right at 4. And a good run coming out of the corner from Andy Carroll as they make their way down to Valvoline, turn 5, and Carroll's got ahead of Jose Alde there. Alde down into P13. And Carroll runs wide. That allows Alde to go back up into there. Oh, that was nearly a bad rejoin from Andy Carroll. He just locked up under braking through into Valvoline and nearly clattered into the side of Jose Alde through Ford. But luckily enough, he managed to get it stopped for it not to happen. Alde still battling away with John Cole. This is for P11. Personal best being set. Rich Hayden's put in a personal best, a 2 minute 8.070. Stefan Tanner, a 2 minute 7.943. Alde definitely getting very much feisty alongside John Cole as they go into Kumo at turn 10 at the left-hander. And Alde didn't really have the right approach as we've had another fastest lap of this race. 2 minute 5.726 for Alex Toth-Jones, the current leader. As we go into the last quarter of this race, Alde really trying to muscle in on John Cole's territory, and Andy Carroll thinks that he can have a little bite of the pie too. So Alde slots in behind John Cole through the NGK chicane, and there is Andy Carroll on the ringside seat. Yannick de Prins is not too far adrift either. Then there's the battle for P7 between Kobelikins and Konstantin Kletzer. So Kletzer not having a great run in this particular race. He started from P4 as Alde up the inside of Cole heading into the Haughack. Does the Cooper get in front of the Hyundai? Yes, he does for the moment. Then runs a bit wide. Oh, Cole has a bit of a moment there and nearly takes out Carroll. Just like the front end was trying to grab some traction, might have wheel spun a bit there, and then all of a sudden the rear decided to kick out too. Another lock up from John Cole there. Heading through into turn 2. Or turn 3 there is Andy Carroll up the inside of John Cole. This is the run down to Valvoline now. But Cole's still got ahead at the minute. There's Dave Marshall. He's trying to close in on Alex Toth-Jones. On the last lap, Alex set the fastest lap of the race, 2 minute 5.726. Dave Marshall is trying to get closer and closer, and he did a 2 minute 5.954. Now, there's been, in many respects, so you got Salminen, Rigby, Kletzer, Leekens, Tanner. Here's Jose Calvo coming across the line in 10th place in the Cupra Leon. Jose Alde will finish in P11 ahead of Andy Carroll, Yannick de Prins, John Cole, Paul Laramie and Rich Hayden rounding out the order. So Alex Toth-Jones takes some...